So if they truly believe and they are sorry for what all of us did, let us today agree and amend the constitution to save 10%. Well, if we do that, this country will be able to save about $1 billion every year, just $1 billion. If we had done that, if we do that, by the year 2060, 44 years from today, Wole would have saved $44 billion. If you aggregate it at a 5% every year, we'll be hitting about 150 billion. The story will be different. Right.
So the culture really needs to change.
But today, everybody is still complaining and keeping quiet, and tomorrow we'll still say, hey, if this man had done, let's start now. If that had happened, we won't be here.
The video you just watched is a confirmation of what His Excellency Mr. Peter said about the current situation in Nigeria as Nigeria celebrates her 64th independence celebration yesterday, being 1st of October 2024. And according to him, he said that, for me, this should also be a day of sober reflection for every Nigerian, especially for us, the leaders, whose actions and inactions have contributed to the stagnation and glaring failure we are witnessing at present. He further lamented that the Nigerians' poverty, out of school children, crises, and falling economy, adding that by every measure of development from the critical areas to the smallest aspect, we are underperforming. We rank poorly in insecurity and peacefulness, making us one of the most insecure nations globally. Mr. Obi said, we are also ranked among the most corrupt country, and we are noted for our disregard for the rule of law. He added, contrary to this opinion, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that within the last few decades, that Nigeria has gained a lot of momentum and have grown so big within those few years. And he talks about how he has been able to clear the debts of Nigeria within the last 1 year in office, reducing the debt service to 60-something%, as well as neutralizing the terrorists and Boko Haram commanders, over 300 of them. That which you can see in this particular video. But however, let's go back to what Mr. Peter B have for us to complete that particular video that we started earlier.
Team in the state have to be able to have a properly developed vision and have a strategy for delivery of that, and includes the needs. We're doing this, but we're also going to save this for tomorrow. And I give you an example. When we started saving dollars, the reason why we did that, to save in foreign currency, is I said, well, listen, if we're able to do the savings the way we're doing it, by the year 2050, would have been hitting about $3 billion. But let's even not forget that maybe today nobody can today nobody can save. And how much were you able to save over your tenure? The day I handed over, I had $56 million in Fidelity Bank, $50 million in Diamond Bank, $50 million in Access Bank in Nigeria. The banks that are here, you can go across to them. So over $150 million. $156 million. Now, what I'm saying is that if, for example, the state decides not to invest more, by the year 2050, 36 years from now, that investment will be worth about 1.5. They can now approach World Bank, take a 36 non-interest-free loan, which was what we're trying to do them, to get World Bank to say, give me 150 million for erosion, and give me 100 million for education, non-interest free. So I'm going to pay back World Bank 40 years from now, and I have what it takes that in 40 years will give me about 1.5 billion. I'll give them their 250 and take my $1.250 billion.
So with all of this now, what will you say about the current situation in Nigeria? Let's assume that the APC-led government take this advice as far back as 2015. Will Nigeria be suffering from the economic hardship that we are suffering as of today? Let's not forget that there was a time that he said something during the first Minister of Finance during the Muhammadu Buhari's administration. And when 17 was greater than 18, we all remember that scenario. But then nobody looked at some of those statistics that he was presenting to Nigeria, that in the nearest future we'll be finding ourselves in this quagmire. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Nigerians are yet to wake up from their slumber to hold those who are their worst enemy accountable. They are busy, doing what is not really relevant. What do you make of all of this? Let's have this conversation in the comment section. Thank you for watching.